Yo, what's up? It's your boy Wisky once again, and I'm here today to explain to you how to record your stuff correctly. Today we're going to be touching on compression, but before we even go there, there's one fundamental thing that I forgot to talk about was how to actually record your vocals. How do you even start? The buffer length and all that kind of stuff. You want to put it as low as possible, as low as your PC can handle while you're recording your vocals. So I'll put my buffer size at 256. This actually creates those raw vocals without any lagging whatsoever. After you've placed your buffer size to 256, you want to make sure you are actually recording also in the right channel, because sometimes you'd make mistakes and then just press record and then you are recording in your master channel. So you want to make sure you put your vocals on the first or the second channel. That's how I normally record my other stuff. Let me know on the comments below if there's anything that I've left out, anything else that you might want to know concerning recording as a beginner. Okay, so let's get to compression. What is compression? We hear everybody talking about compression this, compression that, but what is compression? Okay, let me give you an example. Let's compare these two. There is Ariana Grande and then you have Billie Eilish, for instance. Ariana Grande, you hear, sometimes she'll be a bit louder, sometimes she'll be, a bit low. She tries to be playful with her vocals most of the times. So now when it comes to compression comes and puts everything in the same range. Compression is kind of tricky because you don't want to abuse it. Sometimes we get people who overcompress their stuff. Sometimes they would actually put like, two, three compressors. But when you're starting, just start with one compressor. One compressor is enough. It's amazing. So the first thing that you want to touch on is your threshold. Your threshold. Wow, amazing name, right? Threshold. You want to find that sweet spot. Again, there's no actually too right or too wrong when it comes to compression. It's also all about the sound that you want to bring out, especially when you're starting. Obviously you're not going to sing like Celine Dion, you're not going to sing like R. Kelly, like Usher, like Chris Brown and all that kind of stuff. So you need compression to help you and to be able to put your vocals together. Let's say sometimes you're screaming or sometimes you're loud and sometimes you're low. So compression is just going to take all of that and place it on the same range. Normally on compression we have our threshold, our attack, and we have also our volume. Sometimes we might need to increase our volume, so it also has that. And also we have our release, whereby release is actually amazing because you are able to actually strengthen your vocals. It gives also that boost to your vocals. So you want to play around with that. I would suggest, for me, I don't really want to give you the exact thing that I do, because otherwise there won't be any creativity in your work. Threshold is actually the main component or the main thing when it comes to compression, because it's just going to make your vocals sound as if they're going low and low and low, but really it is where you actually be sweeping off on your vocals to see and to hear that sweet spot that you are looking for, sweet spot among your vocals, among your lines, for them to actually be in the same range. When I was a beginner in this, I played around with this stuff. I went to YouTube sometimes, to just listen to other people. But when it was all said and done, it's all about the amount of time that you spend on the actual app, on the actual software, on the actual program, or whatever DAW you're using. I suggest you use the Fruity compressor. The Fruity compressor is actually very, very easy, because you have your threshold, you have your attack, you have your release, and you have your gain on that, and then you'll be able to play around with that stuff. But don't overcompress your stuff. And if you want to see if you have overcompressed your stuff, you just open your Fruity limiter, right? You put it on that channel and then you play your vocals. It will actually show you where there's too much compression. Start from there and see how it goes. Thank you for watching, and more content to come. Peace.